The copper bull, also known as the Bull of Phalaris, the Bronze Bull, or the Sicilian Bull, was a type of ancient torture and execution device from ancient Greece. The tale of the copper bull is associated with Phalaris, a tyrant from Agrigentis, now Agrigento, on the southern coast of Sicily. The copper bull was an extremely cruel instrument invented by Perillos of Athens for Phalaris himself. The story of the brazen bull seems to have been well known in the ancient world, as mentioned by writers such as Lucian of Samosata, Pindar, and countless others. One version of the story is found in the library of Diodorus in Sicily. According to this ancient historian, the brazen bull was invented by a man named Perillos, who was a famous worker in bronze. Diodorus indicates that Perillos brought a copper bull to Phalaris as a gift. Phalaris was known in the ancient world for his cruelty, and perhaps the laborer hoped for a reward from the tyrant for his ingenuity. As the name suggests, the copper bull was a bronze object in the shape of a bull. This metal animal was hollow inside and had a door on the side of its body through which a person could be placed inside the beast. Once the victim was locked inside the copper bull, a fire would be lit under its belly. This would heat up the device, turning it into an oven, and roast the victim inside it. The worst aspect of this device, however, is that it serves as a sort of musical device to entertain gawkers. As the red-hot metal burned the victim's body, he or she would scream in agony. These screams were directed into little-sounding pipes in the nostrils of the bull, resulting in a roaring sound emitted by the device. According to Diodorus, Perillos told the tyrant, his screams of pain will give you pleasure when they pass through the pipes in his nostrils. The tyrant Phalaris was known for his unbridled cruelty. It is believed that the bull was created at his request to make the execution a public spectacle that would inspire fear and obedience in his subjects. And it was Master Perillos who did Phalaris' bidding. He described the victim's torments to the dictator in such detail that Phalaris ordered Perillos to be placed in a bull to test his words. Perillos never came out alive, but Phalaris was convinced that the device worked. Diodorus gives a somewhat less cruel image of Phalaris. In fact, the tyrant is portrayed as a just ruler punishing a wicked man. Diodorus mentions that when Phalaris learned of this scheme, he was filled with disgust for the man, and decided to let Perillos taste his own medicine. So he asked the inventor to demonstrate to him how a brazen bull should work. Thinking that he should give the tyrant an example of how the trumpets would sound, Perillos snuck in the bull. Once he was in the device, Phalaris closed the opening and started a fire underneath. However, Perillos did not die in his invention, as he was pulled out half dead and thrown off a cliff. This was done so that his death would not contaminate the work. The copper bull has not survived to this day. All the copies that exist are copies. For this reason, modern historians are not sure of the real existence of such a cruel torture object. However, ancient philosophers and historians told about the copper bull in their writings. For example, Pliny the Elder and the already mentioned Diodorus of Sicilia. They also describe the people who were executed in the belly of the bronze bull. Such people fell into three categories: those who opposed Phalaris, those who were heretics, captive Carthaginians with whom the Sicilians had been at war for decades. The last person executed in the bull, however, was Phalaris himself, after a Sicilian named Telemachus led a revolt of the people against the hated tyrant. The bronze bull was then destroyed as a symbol of tyranny, cruelty, and an example that absolute power makes a man ruthless. Diodorus also tells his readers of another possible fate for the brazen bull. At some point, the instrument was taken to Carthage, When that city fell to Scipio Aemilianus under the Romans in 147 BC, envoys from Sicily were shown the spoils of war and told to take all that had in the past been taken from their cities to Carthage and take them home to Sicily. One of them was a bull. It is not known what eventually happened to the bull. Some Christian saints were allegedly killed in a copper bull, although the Catholic Church has rejected these stories as false. If you liked the video, then don't forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot of interesting, shocking, and exciting things ahead.